Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students, you are kindly requested to please take your seats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the commencement ceremony of European University Cyprus School of Medicine is now in session. Please remain at your seats for the class of 2024 of the School of Medicine Processional. The platform party of the School of Medicine is now entering the ceremony arena with the commencement speaker, Professor Sir Martin Evans, the President of the Cyprus Medical Council, Clinical Professor Petros Agathangelou, followed by the faculty members and the Emeritus Professor George Petrikos of the School of Medicine. The Senate is now entering the ceremony arena with the Dean of the School of Sciences, Professor Panagiotis Papagiorgis, the Dean of the School of Business Administration, Professor Pkeris Houridis, the Dean of the School of Medicine, Professor Elizabeth Johnson, the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Loizos Simeou, and the Rector of European University Cyprus, Professor Andreas Evstathiou. Please be seated. Dr. Christoforos Hadjikyprianou, President of the Council of European University Cyprus, distinguished guests, members of the Senate, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. Welcome to the Class of 2024 Commencement Ceremony of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. We are proud to have you with us as we confer the degree of Doctor of Medicine to our graduates. I would like to invite Dean Elizabeth Johnson for a short welcome address.
Distinguished guests, esteemed members of the Council and Senate, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, our extraordinary medical graduands of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. We gather here to celebrate a moment of great consequence in the lives of our graduates. To commemorate this special occasion, we're truly honored to welcome our commencement speaker, Nobel laureate, Professor Sir Martin Evans. Now, all of the music, processions, and ceremony surrounding us today are meant to mark one single decisive moment, a great moment of transition in the lives of these graduates as they finally progress from medical student to medical doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of this graduating class had to accomplish a great deal to arrive at this moment. But it's important to stress from the outset that these accomplishments are not just those of our graduates alone. Behind each and every one of our graduates is a story of family and friends, of parents who nourished and sacrificed, of those who supported and sustained them. Graduands, the fact that you'll be hooded by your faculty today reminds us that your journey to the mastery of medicine was made only possible with the continued guidance and support of your teachers and your mentors. But let us not forget our staff, the administration of our great university, as well as the countless individuals of the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, our clinical instructors, our coordinators, who collectively worked hard to give you the skills and the competencies so that you may practice the art of medicine. Graduands, when you first arrived, we challenged you to work hard, and you did. You devoted yourselves to your studies. You created new knowledge through research. You published papers. You worked in clinics throughout Cyprus. In reality, you worked in clinics and labs around the world, including Oxford, Shriners Hospital, Johns Hopkins, among so many more. You saved lives. You amazed us with your accomplishments. Many of you will receive well-deserved accolades, and I'm very proud to say that several of you will graduate with honors this year. Now today, we stand at your crossroads of achievement and possibility. We gather here to celebrate not just the culmination of years of hard work and dedication and determination, but also the beginning of a new, extraordinary journey. To mark your transition from student to clinician, you will sign the Book of Graduates. Today, you will write the initials MD, medical doctor, for the very first time in front of your teachers, in front of your families and friends, those people who stood by you throughout these challenging years. Today, you're also going to take the Hippocratic Oath. And as you take this oath, you'll be bound to the professional commitments that bind all doctors. As you recite the oath, led by the president of the Cyprus Medical Association, Clinical Professor Agachagelu, remember the high standards of performance and behavior to which each of you aspire as you enter upon your professional career as a clinician. Class of 2024, when you take this oath today, you will mark the beginning of your careers, of your future. Now, as you begin the next chapter of your professional journey, keep in mind that the path ahead is not always going to be easy. But remember that you possess an extraordinary gift. Some of you will push the boundaries of medical knowledge with new discoveries. Others will shape the future by educating the next generation. And some of you will profoundly impact lives, one patient at a time. Strive to make your contributions invaluable. Now, I feel the need to leave you with 3 final words of advice. Be passionate, be humble, be compassionate. Let your passion guide you as you make your choices, but in doing so, be humble. Acknowledge that you don't know everything. We've said many times that much of what you've learned will be refuted, will eclipse with new knowledge. My final word of advice is be compassionate. The word compassion in Latin means to suffer with. While suffering may be inevitable, your new role will give you the opportunity to connect with your patients on a deeply human basis. Remember that you can heal, even when you cannot cure, by the simple act of being kind, of caring. So as you go forward, remember that you have chosen a profession of great privilege. You are privileged to become an important part of the lives of your patients. And with this privilege comes great responsibility. Embrace this privilege. Embrace this responsibility. Make a difference in the lives of others. Make us proud. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dean Johnson. I would like to invite the Rector, Professor Andreas Evstathiou, to the podium for a short welcome address.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear parents, relatives, and friends of our graduates, and most importantly, those of you who are graduating this evening. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the School of Medicine of European University Cyprus. Graduates, your graduation is an event in which I hope you take great pride. Your parents, relatives, and friends are very proud of you. And you should know that European University Cyprus is very proud of your achievements as well. Your graduation day is a day you should celebrate, but also reflect a little. Perhaps think of what brought you to this university in the first place, and the work and sacrifices you have made to reach this ceremony today. You can also think of what your future may hold. I'm confident that the knowledge and skills you gained here will stand you in a very good stead, whatever you decide to do. Not just in your professional life, but also in all aspects, I hope, of your future life. Today, I would like to salute you on your success. You worked hard for 6 years for this momentous occasion, and it is very important to acknowledge that at least part of your studies was carried out under the very extraordinary and challenging circumstances caused by the pandemic that recently affected the whole humanity. This definitely makes your success today even more significant. Our institution has come a long way since its founding more than 60 years ago. An ever-increasing number of our faculty and researchers collaborate with scientists in some of the finest universities in the world. Our professors also coordinate or participate in a number of prestigious projects which are funded by the European Commission, the Research and Innovation Foundation here in Cyprus, and numerous other funding agencies. I would like to highlight, for example, the project CEMET Fire, led by our Seridis Center of Excellence. The project, which is funded by Horizon Europe, and which aims to address the challenges of climate change, is carried out in partnership with Imperial College London. Another significant achievement is the 20 to 30% increase year on year in our research activity in the last decade, which allowed us to increase external research funding and publications in peer-reviewed journals by about a factor of 10. An important part of our DNA is our passion for local and global engagement. One recent fine example of our ambition is the launch of our campus in Frankfurt, Germany, last year, where we began the offer of our program in medicine. It is a great honor that this is the first time a university based in Cyprus is offering programs of study outside the island. At the same time, a community of students studying for a European University Cyprus degree in China is growing as we complete the third year of our collaboration with Miryang University. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of the academic, clinical, but also administrative staff for their hard work and commitment in supporting our students on their journey at European University Cyprus. Today is a day for you to enjoy as well. I'm sure everyone graduating here today is grateful for your support and the pivotal role you played in shaping yet another generation of graduates from our university. Dear graduates, as you graduate today, you have given yourself a fantastic platform for your future by completing your degree here. At the same time, you should feel very privileged that you attended classes from professors who are internationally renowned, experts in their field, and who with their research have made a significant contribution to medicine and humanity. Before I close, I would like to ask you to stay in touch with your university as active members of the Alumni Association, whose membership spreads across the globe. We need you to help us to continue to grow and achieve. And always remember that the doors of the university will always be open for you. I would like to warmly congratulate you for being one of the graduating class of 2024 from the School of Medicine of European University Cyprus. Enjoy your celebrations later this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rector Evstathiou. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the commencement address to the graduating class of medicine will be delivered by Professor Sir Martin John Evans, recipient of the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 2007. On behalf of the School of Medicine, it is a distinct honor to introduce this year's commencement speaker. Sir Martin Evans is a key pioneer in the field of stem cell biology. He received the 2007 Nobel Prize for Medicine with Mario Capecchi and Oliver Smidis for their discoveries of the principles for introducing gene modifications with the use of embryonic stem cells. Sir Evans's pioneering work on embryonic stem cells now forms the basis of all targeted genetic manipulations. A graduate of Christ's College of Cambridge University and a PhD recipient from the University College London, Sir Evans is the director of the School of Biosciences at Cardiff University, where he served as Chancellor from 2009 to 2017. Sir Evans is a Fellow of the Royal Society and a Founding Fellow of the Academy of Medical Sciences. Sir Evans is wearing the red regalia of the Cambridge University Honorary Doctor of Science and Law and the multicolored hood of the Mount Sinai School of Medicine Honorary Doctor. It is a sincere pleasure to invite Professor Sir Martin Evans to the podium to address the School of Medicine class of 2024.
Hello, everybody. Greetings, graduands, supporters, family, and faculty. May I, in particular, offer my warmest congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. As you sit there, you must be feeling a mixture of emotions. I'm sure many of you feel excited. Many of you feel relieved. But most of all, I hope you feel a great sense of achievement. I know that your graduation represents the result of a great deal of work. As medical students, you will have no doubt started out with considerable study experience, but a medical school course culminating in graduation as a doctor is not only intensive, but long and arduous. It needs not only excellence, but also staying power, both sprinting and long-distance running. All of you deserve congratulations several times over. Congratulations firstly on entering into this school, and secondly on your years of study here. The evidence base of knowledge and research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of modern education. Many of you will have participated in research projects, learn to ask new questions, and to challenge conventional wisdom. Whatever your future, I hope that a free, inquiring state of mind will stay with you. And most importantly, congratulations and welcome to the many family, friends, and supporters who join us today. We owe a great deal to the support of family and friends, both moral support, guidance, and encouragement, but in many cases, also considerable financial support. I urge you all who are graduating today to send your heartfelt thanks to everybody who has helped you. Now, often at the end of my lectures, students would come and ask me earnestly, what do I need to know? I'm afraid my answer may not have been what they wanted. I used to say, well, you need to understand the subject. But I think that, unsatisfying as it is the right approach, particularly in biomedical sciences and medicine. Not, therefore, do you need only to remember today's facts, or even remember to regurgitate the arguments. You need to be in a position where, as new knowledge arises, you will be able to evaluate it, to interpret it, to understand it. As you go out into practice, into your professional career, things will progress, things will change. More information will emerge, more will be learnt, maybe by you and your colleagues, and you must be able to assimilate this new knowledge, to understand it and integrate it with what went before. Now, as a scientist, you need to be able to critically evaluate new information and assemble it into new hypotheses, which may then be tested. But as a clinician, your patients will deserve the best, not just the best of 2024, but up-to-date evidence-based treatment. You must remain nimble in mind and open to change for the better. Now, personally, I owe my life to medical science. When I was 5 years old, I had a burst appendix, and my life was saved from the ensuing infection by treatment with one of the very first synthetic antibiotics, M&B 693. Now, that was a medical science coming to my rescue. But in the ensuing 78 years, there's been a revolution in medical treatment, stemming from a cascade of new scientific and medical developments. We all know about the crisis in bacterial resistance to antibiotics arising from their widespread and virtually unregulated use. This is just, of course, biology catching up with us. It's just evolution in action. It is to be expected that improved methods for controlling and eradicating bacterial infection will continue to be developed, certainly hoped. But viral infection is another issue. At one time, it was thought that selective inhibition of viruses was next to impossible because viral infection is using host mechanisms. But successful therapy for HIV, for instance, has shown this to be fallacious, and selective protease and other inhibitors may also be able to interfere with the life cycle of other entirely different viruses, and the advent of therapeutic monoclonal antibody-based treatments is one such development. Now, it was 50 years ago, over 50 years ago, that R.G. Cochrane gave his pivotal lecture introducing the need for evidence-based medicine. Today, it is almost accepted without thinking how evidence, introspection, evaluation are the essential tools of medical development. It must not be forgotten that critical to this is a proper statistical evaluation and strict elimination of bias. The randomized controlled trial protocol introduced by R.G. Cochrane is the bedrock of our practice. Remember, please, evidence base. It is ignored at our collective peril. It may be under demand for speed from patients and pressure groups, for profit by drug companies or economies by governments. Now, I said that a lot has happened. Just to have a little revision over this, we've seen amazing advances. DNA and molecular biology, genetics, sequence both ourselves and of our pathogens, amazing chemistry of drug development, ES cells, experimental genetics, regenerative medicine, tumor stem cells, organoids, immunology, monoclonal antibodies, humanized and weaponized against individual targets. And diagnostics, of course, have been very important. The development of CT, MRI, ultrasound, and bringing the diagnostics to the bedside with much more rapid testing. For instance, you're well aware now of the lateral flow kits, but also things like nanopore sequencing, which can be done on the spot. And of course, we mustn't forget the huge surgical advances there have been: keyhole surgery, transcatheter surgery. And of course, we mustn't also forget the underlying general understanding, and particularly noticeable in cancer research. And where's it all going? Where will we be in another 3/4 of a century? It will be up to you and your peers. Now, I come to this as a scientist, but you will have a very different and vital role. You will be translating our knowledge of medical science into personal care, looking after patients who are often worried and maybe in critical conditions, and it's no longer theory, it's practice. Here it is that the extreme importance of the caring and interpersonal skills you have been learning will come into play. I'm sure you'll be developing these to an even greater extent in the forthcoming years. You are entering upon a journey of lifelong learning, and your tutors will hope that much more than the knowledge they have imparted to you is an understanding of methods of learning, of analysis, of intellectual thinking, which should serve you well for the rest of your days. Go out into the community, your community, to educate, to encourage thought, not prejudice, and to be prepared to defend education and knowledge. Education should give you the keys to understanding. Now, at this point, the guest speaker often gives advice and encouragement to follow your dream. But I think that dreams are illusory, fleeting and insubstantial, and they may well be nightmares. It's far better to have vision, have confidence in your abilities, trust your own abilities and thoughts, and be prepared to share, explain, and defend them. You will be among the professionals who will lead the nations. It will not be an easy task. I hope you all leave here with a solid determination to contribute to the culture, welfare, and prosperity of your families, your communities, and mankind. I urge you to be the gatekeepers of good sense and the educators for tomorrow. Use your power to go out and make the world a better place, both individually and globally. With all my very best wishes for the future, congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Sir Martin Evans, for your inspiring words to our graduating class. We are now going to recognize the valedictorian of the School of Medicine. I now call on the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Loizos Simeou, to acknowledge our students' accomplishments.
Good evening, everyone. Academic Excellence Awards are given to students who are graduating with the highest grade point average from the school. The valedictorian of the School of Medicine who graduated from the 6-year program of medicine as summa cum laude is Miss Eleni Anastasilaki. The valedictorian Miss Eleni Anastasilaki will receive an honorarium of €2,000 for her achievement. The honorarium is kindly offered by N. Ergon Scientific. I now call the Rector of European University Cyprus, Professor Andres Evstathiou, to present the Academic Excellence Award to Miss Eleni Anastasilaki.
We proudly invite Ms. Eleni Anastasilaki to the podium to give the valedictory address.
Thank you. Good evening to our guests of honor, esteemed faculty, dedicated family members, partners, friends, and most importantly, to all my fellow graduates. Congratulations. We have finally made it after 6 long and challenging years. I am so proud of us all. I know that each one of us gave their own personal battle to be standing here today, both physically and mentally. And how time flies. We began our academic pursuits here in 2018 with an incomplete understanding of the trials and obstacles faced daily by medical practitioners. Today, in 2024, taking on the mantle of doctor seems almost surreal to me. Yet on this road, we were not alone. Our loved ones always showed their unconditional support and love and understanding through these years. A simple thank you might not be enough to express our gratitude. Our appreciation also goes to the faculty members who assisted us in our journey. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and guiding us in this chapter of our lives, leading us into the next and helping us become, as of today, your colleagues in the medical field. The title of the medical doctor seems heavy, right? I don't know about you, but personally, I'm a little scared. We're part of a generation of medical students who experienced COVID-19 pandemic firsthand. We can all recall not only the direct effects this pandemic had on human health, but also the pressure that was applied on healthcare and practitioners. We saw healthcare system collapse, doctors and patients living in uncertainty for what tomorrow holds, and at times we thought that this crisis might never come to an end. Yet, after the extraordinary efforts of the medical society, on May 5th, 2023, the World Health Organization announced that coronavirus disease would no longer be listed as a public health emergency of international concern. And so we thought the crisis was over. But the crises still exist, taking many shapes and forms, and are present in every little corner of this world. One needs only to watch the news or go online to witness the current state of the world. I know, everything seems to be collapsing. But let this be the challenge of our generation, because even from ruins, we can build a new world. Let us be the one to fix what is broken. Let us not lose hope, and let us dream, because dreams can save the world, and we as doctors ought to have an active role in this effort. Of course, the reality of the medical practitioner cannot be idealized or glorified. We all observe this reality through our clinical training. A quick sip of coffee while rushing on the hospital, a stress bite with colleagues in between patients, long shifts, working constantly under pressure, disappointments, frustrations, feeling like you're not prepared or experienced enough just to rewind this whole routine the day after. And I won't even get near describing the devotion and willpower required in the medical research field. Our enthusiasm can be lost, and physician burnouts are always a present possibility. Still, we must not be discouraged. Remember the little child who once proudly declared they wanted to become a doctor. This little child still lives in you, bright-eyed and eager to make a difference. This is the little child in me asking you, my colleagues, not to neglect the very oath we're about to take in the ceremony, to do no harm or injustice towards our patients, and to remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. As said, compassion is a muscle that gets stronger with use. Let us not get this muscle atrophied through the years of our practice. The medical system poses its own unique challenges. It is not only the long hours, the exhaustion, the missed holidays. It is operating at the core of humanity, one person helping another, treating pain and disease with no discrimination, working as one without considering other specialists as rivals. It is the continuous, yet often grueling work of building a world more humane, even at times when humanity seems to be failing. With this, class of 2024, I would like once again to congratulate us all. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Eleni Anastasilaki, and congratulations on your achievement. I now call on Dean Johnson to proceed with the conferment of the degree ceremony for the Master of Science in Medical Education. Graduands, please stand and please proceed for the investiture of hoods and conferment ceremony. Distinguished guests, dear parents, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased and honored to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Medical Education. Graduates of European University Cyprus School of Medicine 2024 who will receive the degree Master of Science in Medical Education are Salim Anas Akel, Now, Dean Johnson will proceed with the investiture of hoods and conferment of degree ceremony for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Graduands, please stand. Graduands, please proceed for the investiture of hoods and conferment ceremony. Distinguished guests, dear parents, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased and honored to present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Each graduand will be hooded by a faculty member. Wearing the green hood of medicine marks each graduand's completion of the requirements for the degree Doctor of Medicine. Following the investiture of their hood, each graduand will be conferred their degree by Dean Johnson and then will proceed to sign the School of Medicine Book of Graduates. Clinical Professor Petros Agathangelu, President of the Cyprus Medical Association and General Secretary of the Medical Association of Athens, will witness each graduate as they sign their name for the first time with initials MD after their name, and will turn their tassel from left to right, signifying their graduation. Graduates of European University Cyprus School of Medicine 2024 who will receive the degree Medical Doctor are as follows. I would like to invite Professor Ioannis Patrikios, Deputy Dean of the School of Medicine, to hood. Eleni Anastasilaki, summa cum laude and valedictorian. Rida Abasi. Ala Abuseta. Ibrahim Abuseta. Ekaterini Adamaki. Χριστιάνα Αϊντινίδου. Dr. Dimitris Papadopoulos, Program Coordinator, will now hoot Ayman Alami. Ραφαηλία Αλεξάνδρου. Ράγια Αλ-Κουράσι. Μούσα Μαχμούτ Αλ-Rawajte, magna cum laude. Urut Al-Saidi. Σάβας Μιχαήλ Αμύγδαλος. Dr. Athanasios Petru will now hoot Alicia Denucci, cum laude. Giulia Adenucci. Ebiojo Tracy Baba. Ζωή Μισελ Μπακύρη. Εμμανουήλ Μπακύρης. Dr. Παναγιώτης Οικονομίδης will now hoot Karen Bank Strand, cum laude. Zisis Barbas. Remo Betchart. Zina Saleh Bekenj. Camila Aime Carvalho Pino. Dr. Christina Gousparou will now hood. Christos Konstantinou. Maria Anastasia Δασκαλάκη. Sofia Debelis. Lorenzo De Freya. Melina Alebrahim Dekordi. Professor Anastasis Stefanou will now hood. Victoria Didichenko. Urban Dietrich cum laude. Στέφανη Δημητρίου. Teresa Dobler. Cohen Dor. Dr. Evi Farazi will now hood. Elpida Ilia. Γεώργιος Ευαγγελινός. Κατερίνα Ευγενίου. Αντωνία Φασούλα, summa cum laude. Βασίλης Μαρίνος Φραγκούλης. Dr. Theodoros Litras, Chair of the Department of Medicine, will now hood. Alan Fraud. Maria Firila, cum laude. Alberto Martín García, summa cum laude. Δημήτρης Γεωργίου, cum laude. Isra Gotti. Dr. Aris Angouridis will now hood. Georgios Giannaris. Ιωάννα Γιαννουκά. Ghislaine Gifo. Jonas Glock. Maya Goldstein, magna cum laude. Dr. Dimitrios Dourakis will now hood. Δάφνη Σταυρούλα Γραμμένου. Φραγκίσκος Γυφτόδημος, magna cum laude. Μαρία Χατζιχάννα. Ρούβεν Χόγ. Σοφία Χάσμαν. Dr. Χαράλαμπος Μιχαηλούδης will now hood. Ελένη Ηλιοπούλου. Κωνσταντίνα Ιωάννου. Χριστίνα Ιωσήφιδου, cum laude. Απόστολος Ιζάμης. Emma Jessel, magna cum laude. Dr. Stelios Kakoulis, Chair of the Clinical Training Committee, will now hood. Marianna Kakouli, cum laude. Δημήτριος Κανελόπουλος. Σέρκος Κανελόπουλος. Ασημίνα Καραμάνου. Στυλιανή Ευαγγελία Κάραβα. Αποστόλα Κεδαρίτη. Dr. Nikos Karpetas will now hood. Θεοδόρα Κιμισκίδου, cum laude. Μαρία Κιούλπαλη. Διονύσιος Κίτσος. Σταύρος Κούγιας, cum laude. Άντρεα Κουτούμπα. Lisa Kreis. Dr. Violetta Rafai will now hood. Mathis Kruger. Ιωάννα Κυπριανού. Εκατερίνη Λάγιου, cum laude. Λάμπρος Λαζόπουλος. Άντρια Λοΐζου. Τζοάννα Μέιερ. Dr. Konstantinos Ekmekzoglou will now hoot. Paul Harley Meltzer. Θεοδόρα Μιχαήλ, magna cum laude. Μαριάννα Μιχαλέτσου. Μαρίνα Μιλτιάδου. Άγγελος Μοσχοβάκης. Σεβαστή Μούγιακου. Dr. Iva Tsvetanova will now hoot. Rafael Munoz Garcia. Matthias Neidhart, magna cum laude. Εκατερίνη Παγιάνα. Κύπρος Παναγιώτου. Άννα Παπαδημητρίου. Dr. Andreas Yalouris will now hood. Maria Eleni Papadimitriou, cum laude. Argyris Parpotas. Ηλίας Πέτρου. Μαρίνος Πέτρου, cum laude. Niabi Pickard. Dr. Maria Tsitskari will now hood. Antonios Pikulos. Ορέστης Πολυχρονίδης. Μαρία Πούγκουρα. David Rees, cum laude. Parisa Safari Miandop. Dr. Παναγιώτα Χριστοδούλου will now hood. Ιφηγένεια Σακή. Αναστασία Σάβα. Φιλίν Σμίτερ. Christian Skavran. Αναστασία Σμυρλή, magna cum laude. Dr. Charalambos Philippou will now hood. Gabriel Sparzinski. Ioannis Stanitsas. Chiara Strasser. Andreas Thanasis. Sotirios Themistokleous. Dr. Victoria Polidorou will now hood. Maria Eleni Pelagia Toya. Maria Chapari. Anna Maria Tsoukala. Στέφανος Τιμολέων Τζίντρος. Εκατερίνη Βαλσαμίδη. Dr. Katerina Menelau will now hood. Naya Βασιλιάδη. Βασιλική Βαζούρα. Samuel von Bremen. Ιωάννης Ξαϊδάρας. And Aphrodite's Yoga. Thank you, Dr. Menelau. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the Hippocratic oath ceremony. Clinical Professor Dr. Petros Agathangelu, President of the Cyprus Medical Association, will lead the Hippocratic Oath and swearing in of the class of 2024 graduates of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. Dr. Agathangelu, please come to the podium to lead the 2024 graduates in the Hippocratic Oath. Graduands, please stand to recite the Hippocratic Oath.
As a member of the medical profession,
as a member of the medical profession,
I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity.
I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity.
The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration.
The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration.
I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient.
I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient.
I will maintain the utmost respect for human life.
I will maintain the utmost respect for human life.
I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient.
I will not permit consideration of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient.
I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died.
I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died.
I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice.
I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice.
I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession.
I will foster the honor and noble tradition of the medical profession.
I will give to my teachers, colleagues and students the respect and gratitude that is their due.
I will give to my teachers, colleagues and students the respect and gratitude that is their due.
I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare.
I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare.
I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard.
I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard.
I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat.
I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Congratulations, welcome to the medical community.
Thank you, Dr. Agathangelu.
Well, class of 2024, you've no doubt waited a very long time to be called medical doctor. You're now equipped with one of the great degrees of medicine, and you've earned the support of a school and a university that will stand by you throughout your future. And our confidence in you is great. Your success now becomes part of our growing tradition of those who have gone before you, our alumni, who are skilled doctors and scientists around the globe. You are now part of establishing the rich legacy of our medical school. I hereby confer the degree of Doctor of Medicine with all associated rights and privileges to all graduands named today. Now, congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dean Johnson. Dear graduates, we extend to you our warm congratulations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to remain in your seats until the recessional is complete and the platform party and faculty have left. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 School of Medicine commencement ceremony has come to an end. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. Please join us for a light reception. The student graduation party which follows tonight is kindly offered by Energon Scientific Limited. Graduates, please come to the stage for a commemorative photograph. Thank you and congratulations to everyone.